Welcome to the Newsworthy. All the day's news in less than 10 minutes. Fast, fair, fun, and on the go. Thanks so much for listening. Today we are talking about not one, but two different investigations into government deals and a new warning about American Airlines, plus a science breakthrough and an Uber credit card. All that and more in less than 10 minutes. I'm Erica Mandy. Today is Thursday, October 26th. You ready? Let's do this. A big government contract given to a small company. Real small, like 2 employees. And now lawmakers want to know why. So first, the contract is to get Puerto Rico's power back on. It's been more than a month now since Hurricane Maria showed up, and 3/4 of the island is still without power. CBS News reports the $300 million contract to get electricity back up and running was just given to a small Montana company. One that reports say is tied to people who donated to the Trump administration. So, now a Republican congressman and some other lawmakers want an investigation into the process. The Trump administration says any ties to the company had nothing to do with this. Fox News reports the company itself says it was in Puerto Rico first, didn't require a down payment like the other guys, and hires dozens of people through subcontractors. Also, a couple other things of note about Puerto Rico. The New York Times reports hospitals around the U.S. are running low on certain IV bags. The reason? Many are made in Puerto Rico, and obviously the hurricane slowed that process down. But some good news. NPR says Tesla just helped get the power back on at a children's hospital there, using its solar panels and batteries. So while there is that one investigation into the hiring of that small company, there's now another investigation looking at a deal from back in 2010 with possible ties to the Clintons. A gag order was just lifted last night on a former FBI informant, so he can now talk about that controversial deal years ago. Lawmakers want to know more about it. There are allegations that a deal to let a Russian company buy an American uranium mining company may have also involved a donation to the Clinton Foundation. The Clintons, though, say that's not the case. There's a warning about American Airlines. The NAACP says flying on the airline could be unsafe for Black passengers. It's a national travel advisory put out by the organization. NAACP said it's been watching, keeping an eye on what it calls a pattern of disturbing incidents specific to American Airlines. Time says the organization names 4 incidents, including a Black man taken off a flight and a Black woman moved to coach when her white friend could stay in first class. The NAACP says there have been complaints here and there about other airlines, but most over the past year have been with American. The CEO of American Airlines said he's disappointed to hear this and is eager to meet with the organization. More sexual harassment claims, but this time they're about a journalist. His name is Mark Halperin. CNN reports 5 women are accusing him of sexual harassment, and they say it happened while he was in a powerful position at ABC News. He now contributes to NBC News, but is taking time away after this. Halperin denies some of the accusations, but he says in other ways, he admits he was inappropriate. Also, there are 2 actresses saying former President George H.W. Bush groped them. Deadspin reports the women say he grabbed their backsides during photo ops and made a joke about it. One says it's time to speak up so even former presidents realize groping is not okay. His spokesman says he's 93, in a wheelchair, and has done this a few times with good intentions, trying to put people at ease with the same joke, and that he apologizes. By the way, more women are speaking out against Harvey Weinstein during all of this as well. The AP says more than 60 women now have accused Weinstein of either harassment or assault. All right, other things people may be talking about. Today is the day those classified JFK documents will likely be released. The New York Times calls President John F. Kennedy's assassination the, quote, granddaddy of all conspiracy theories. The assassination happened back on November 22nd, 1963, and many documents about the investigation were then sealed. But slowly the docs have surfaced, and today the final batch will likely be made public, 30 to 40,000 pages worth. President Trump said last week he does not plan to block the release. Let's talk Game 2 of the World Series. The LA Times says there were 2 small brush fires near Dodger Stadium during the game, but it's all good. They were put out and no one was hurt. As for the game itself, the Houston Astros won this time in extra innings, so the series is 1-1. The next game is tomorrow night in Houston. A new breakthrough could help erase genetic diseases. CNET says scientists at Harvard and MIT developed a gene editing system, and they explained it with a pencil metaphor, saying it can rewrite the letters of each DNA strand, making sure they're in the order they're supposed to be. Because when they're out of order, they can cause things like genetic blindness and cystic fibrosis. Amazon wants to deliver packages in a new way, not just to your door, but inside your home. It's called Amazon Key, and the point is to help you avoid those holiday package thieves. NBC News says Prime members will have to pay $250 for the setup, but after that, it's free. It includes a camera to keep an eye on your door and a smart lock. Not everyone, though, is loving this idea. Business Insider had a list of tweets and jokes showing concerns about privacy and security. And remember, this isn't the first time we've heard of this kind of thing. Some companies are testing grocery delivery right to your fridge. Uber is getting a credit card, or wants you to get its credit card. Uber is partnering with Visa to make it happen. You can apply in the Uber app or online. So the Uber Visa card has several perks, but TechCrunch points out Uber will then get a lot more data about your spending habits. The card is fee-free. You apparently get $100 after you spend $500, and the percentages aren't bad. Like 4% back on dining, 3% on travel, and something we haven't seen a lot with credit cards, 2% back for online purchases. Then you get points. You get to use them for Uber rides, cashback, or gift cards. I'll put a link in today's show notes on thenewsworthy.com if you want to compare all those stats to other best of credit cards this year. The Uber Visa card will be ready for you, by the way, 1 week from today. Honolulu says pay attention or pay a fine. It just became illegal there to cross the street while staring at your phone. Time reports the new law means a $35 fine if you're caught texting, tweeting, or really anything else with your face pointing down at your cell phone. It means Honolulu just became the first U.S. city to pass a law going after so-called distracted walking. And that's it. You are in the know for your Thursday. If you want to read more about any of today's stories, just go to thenewsworthy.com/show notes and look for today's episode. After that, please be sure to let your friends and family know about The Newsworthy and be sure to subscribe. I so appreciate your support. The Newsworthy is available every day, Monday through Friday by 4 a.m. Eastern Time. I hope you have a great day. We will chat again tomorrow, which is Friday.